Hello, it's day 62, and I want to talk about hard work. Something I noticed since buying my property is a lot of people want that farming lifestyle. They want the lifestyle of like living in the country and being one with nature, but very few people actually want to put in the effort to make that work. Like, everybody's got this view of farming that it's all just sitting on your porch, sipping sweet tea and waiting for your crops to grow. But nobody ever wants to talk about the amount of work that goes in to that one evening of sitting on your porch. You know what I mean? I built a fence today, and I will honestly say that I think there is no farm task more difficult than building a 2-inch welded wire fence. In order to build a fence, you have to pound in the stakes with a sledgehammer. You have to secure the wire to the stake with like these very pointy little ties. You have to stretch that wire tight, because if there's any kind of slack, your fence is just going to be saggy and sad. And then you gotta secure that wire, stretch and secure as you go. It's hard work. Your hands get all torn up, your shoulders get sore from swinging the sledgehammer, you're just like sunburned and losing your mind because you've been clipping each individual wire piece by piece with the wire cutters. So I did a hell of a lot of hard work today, and I overate. But you know, I think I'm starting to realize what I need to do to defeat Friday. Today is Friday. I typically binge on Friday, but really I haven't binged the last couple Fridays. I think it might be as simple as just keeping myself busy during the day. When I think about where I was last year before I bought this property, on Fridays I would sit in my room, play video games, and just kind of let life live itself around me. I never really did anything. I never made any plans, I never went out, and I certainly never built any fences. I know I've mentioned it plenty of times of why I think there are so many fat people in America, but the more I think about it, the more I'm coming to the conclusion that it's just because we don't do anything. Americans don't do anything. We sit at desks all day. Our kids sit at desks to learn. Then they grow up, they get a job at a desk. There's a desk at the library, there's a desk at your work, there's a desk at home that you sit at when you want to relax, there's a couch, a chair. Not to sound like one of these diet gurus that like way oversimplifies things, but the more I farm, the more I raise chickens, the more I weed my garden, the more fences I build, the more I think I realize that the secret to being fit is to use your body, as dumb as that sounds. You gotta get up and like do things. Do things with your hands. Turn off the screen. You know, I'm not the kind of person who's gonna tell you that video games are awful and evil, or that you should never watch TV, or you should never watch movies. But I'm starting to come to the conclusion that maybe you shouldn't do it for 8 hours every day. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who are perfectly ripped and have six-pack abs and they sit around and watch Netflix all day. I'm sure those people exist. But what I'm saying is, I don't think I'm one of those people. I think that if I went back to sitting in my room playing video games for 12 to 16 hours every day, I don't think I would be happy. I wasn't happy then, and I think I would go insane if I had to go back to that lifestyle. Building fences, getting sunburned, preferable to staying inside, growing pale and sad. But that's just me. I'll see you tomorrow.